Alright guys, yeah, well, we got the tires mounted up on the rims and aired up. They're holding air and all that's working. I guess now we're going to work on our Chinese and pit bike here, see if we can get it working. It'd be nice to have something to put around the pits in so we ain't going to walk as far. This thing hasn't run, other than fired up a little bit in the last couple of years, hasn't really run. I'm not sure. I believe it's a 110. I'm not even sure on that. It could be. It could not be. The thing does run. It's got a belt, drive, kind of like a Polaris to run it. Just forward and reverse and neutral. We picked it up because basically the ignition system's wasted and it wouldn't run. And we wanted to tinker with it, see if we could get it running. Well, we ended up getting it running, but the switch is bad. And someone wired up LED lights and everything else on it, so they got the electrical system murdered in this thing. So basically nothing works on that. So, but we'll get her put back together here, get this tank back in. And I just cleaned the carburetor in it, like I said, just see if we can get it to run a little bit, at least, so we can take it to Sykeston or whatever, and try to save us from walking around the pit a little bit anyway. Get this fuel line on here. Something to tow our broken car back to the pit once we break. So get that. Like I said, I figured out the ignition system's jacked in it. You pretty much, I straight wired it, bypassed the ignition, and it runs good like that last time when I played with it. So that should be enough to get us by today to get it going and get the fuel tank in here and get everything bolted down. I got another battery I can throw in here. I got my jump pack in it for now. Let's get a little bit of fuel in it and see if it's gonna run. Carburetor was pretty gummed up. Well, the carburetor itself wasn't, the float was sticking in the carburetor. That was the issue. It must have had, E85 gas and whatever, but it sat for a while, so it gummed it up pretty bad. We'll put a little bit of go-go juice in her here. Just a little bit. There's no sense in filling it for the price of gas, not having it work. So if this works, then we gotta go through the brakes and little odds and ends. But it would be nice, like I said, to have a pit bike. So let's see if she'll start. Turn that on and get it to idle maybe. The carburetor is clean, so it should run. The idle screw in this thing is real weird. It's right behind the frame. It's almost impossible to get to. Try and turn it in a little bit here so we get it idle. It's charging, that's good. So the stator's working. We'll get this thing, get the auto set in it, like I said, maybe get it to work. We'll see. Does that go anything over it? The auto won't come. It with idle, you get it to idle and we can get somewhere. Man, you can tell somebody designed this thing that didn't know anything about a bike, because this idle screw is literally got to reach between one finger screw on the frame and one on the gas tank just to turn the auto screw. Now that's weird, huh? Wonder if it flooded and the carburetor isn't dripping. Let's give it a little squirt of gasoline there and see what happens. Squirt some fuel in the throttle body there. Adjusted 5,000 carb adjuster 5,000. Fuel. Let's see if we're getting fuel. Yeah, we're getting fuel. Okay. We're definitely getting fuel. If I work the throttle, it'll stay running. This thing hasn't run in like, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 years that I know of that they quit running it. So it's been a while since it's been running, so like I said, the carburetor was dirty inside, just corrosion, but we cleaned everything out, you know, took a piece of wire through all the jets and everything, got everything working, so the thing should run. I'm not sure how the electric choke works on it either, if it's on a timer, or if it's bypass, what it's doing. Trying to hit the air filter just right with it. It's running long enough to run some fresh gas. Don't want to auto like it's got a vacuum leak or something, but everything looks good. Everything's tight. The boot looks good on the carb. The clamp's tight. There's no vacuum ports open. Well, there is a vacuum port on the top. Let me check and see if that's open. I think that's just vented atmosphere though. It's the slide vent. It should have to have some ventilation on it. Where did it go? I know I felt it on there earlier. But I think that has to just be vented atmosphere because that slide wouldn't work right if it didn't. It would just hang up in there. Why isn't it getting fuel? That's what it is. Let me get my little screwdriver here. Maybe we can check the mixture on it. Because, I mean, I'm opening the auto up really far and try to get it to run a little bit. It seems like the further I open it, just the worse it runs. So let's get it primed up. Maybe let's turn this. I'm going to go ahead and set the fuel screw in and back it out a couple turns and see what that happens. Because it's out ways. Okay. Wow, it was like 6 turns out. So that's definitely... Okay, I'm bottoming the adjuster screw out now. It's bottomed out. Let's go. 1.5 turns out. Let's see what that does. See, I don't know if this choke is working. Let me give it a shot of gas, guys, and see. be nice if I could get in there with it. Sounds better. Doesn't want to idle. That's weird. It doesn't want to idle. Yeah, I wish I had a regular slide carburetor. I need to go see if I got one. I'll just put a regular carburetor on here. Okay. 1.5. We'll go 2 turns out on that. They had it out, honestly. I think I turned it about 6 times to get it in. But it acts like it's not getting fuel now. And it runs and then just shuts off. So it acts like the carburetor isn't getting fuel. Let me get an adjuster here and try to tap this float ball. I just had it apart. It seemed pretty good. It was clean, so who knows. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Sounds a lot better. You guys think? I think it sounds better. Maybe we should find the hardware and take it for a ride. Let's shut it off and see how it starts. Take it out and take it for a rip around the yard real quick and see if we got a pit bike or not for Sykes. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks, have a good night, man. We'll see you later.